Good morning. Today I am going to explain the effects of oxidation reactions in our everyday life. When we observe our everyday activities, we find that oxidation affects our everyday life. There are two common effects of oxidation reactions observed in our daily life. The first is corrosion of metals and second, rancidity of food. Corrosion is the process in which metals are eaten up gradually by the action of air, moisture and chemicals on their surface. The rusting of iron is the familiar example of corrosion of metals. Rusting may be defined as the process of formation of a red-brown flaky layer on iron objects in presence of damp air is called rusting of iron. Actually, the red-brown flaky substance formed on iron object is called rust. Rusting of iron is an example of oxidation reaction, and during this process, iron reacts the oxygen of air in presence of moisture. The process can be shown by the reaction 4Fe plus 3O2 plus 2xH2O arrow 2Fe2O3 xH2O. Actually, rust is hydrated ferric oxide. The symbol X represents the number of water molecules attached to the hydrated ferric oxide. Rusting of iron causes a lot of destruction. Rust is a soft and porous substance which gradually falls off from the surface of iron object, and then the iron below starts rusting. Corrosion weakens the iron and steel objects and structures like railings, car bodies, bridges and ships, etc., or it cuts short their life. Due to rusting of iron, a lot of money to be spent every year to prevent the corrosion of iron and steel objects and to replace the damaged iron and steel structures. So, rusting of iron must be prevented by adopting some processes like greasing, oiling, painting, or galvanizing of iron objects. The second effect of oxidation reaction is rancidity of food. Rancidity means damaging of food. The condition produced by aerial oxidation of fats and oils in foods marked by unpleasant smell and taste is called rancidity. When the food containing fats and oil in a rich amount is exposed in air for a considerable time, the fat and oil gets oxidized by the oxygen of air and produces some toxic substances which causes bad smell and taste, and this process is called rancidity. In order to save a lot of food, rancidity should be prevented by adopting following processes. First, rancidity can be prevented by adding antioxidants to food containing fats and oils. Antioxidants are the substances which prevents or retard the rate of oxidation. BHA, that is butylated hydroxyanisole, and BHT, butylated hydroxytoluene, are the common antioxidants used to prevent rancidity of food containing fats and oils. Rancidity can be prevented by storing or packaging the food at materials rich in fats and oil in nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas prevents the oxidation process. The process of rancidity can be retarded by storing the food in refrigerators or fridges, that is at very low temperature. At very low temperature, rate of oxidation gets decreased and rancidity is also retarded. Rancidity can be retarded by storing food in airtight containers. Since rancidity is the process of oxidation, so if food items are contained in airtight containers, that is, in the absence of air, rancidity can be prevented or retarded. Rancidity can be retarded by storing foods away from the light. In the absence of light, oxidation of fats and oils present in food is slowed down, and hence the development of rancidity is retarded. So by adopting these processes, rancidity of food can be prevented and we may save a lot of food from rancidity. Okay, thank you. It is the last topic of the chapter first, that is chemical reactions and equations. Now we have to solve the problems given inside the chapter or at the last of the chapter. Okay, thank you.